Hello, I'm Lukas from viaRussian, and today I have a very specific video for you. Because I will react to the "This is not fluency" comments on another video that I made a few months ago. And this video is how I became fluent in Russian in 6 months. And I want to react to the comments, and especially to the rather negative comments. The comments that say, "This is not fluency." If you want to watch the whole video, I put the link to the video in the description below. I will divide this video in 3 parts. In the first part, I will talk about why I actually react to the comments. In the second part, we will talk about my Russian speech that actually caused the comments. And in the last part, in the third part, I want to talk about the term fluency, because obviously this is what people like to discuss about, and many maybe negative comments are based on this term. Okay, so why I actually react to the comments, to the negative comments or bad comments? Because it is not that I want to engage in a discussion now and that I want to discuss and justify my opinions and so on. For me, it's okay if there are negative comments, because we all have different opinions. This is not a problem at all. But I want that my reaction helps new people who watch the video how I became fluent in Russian in 6 months, that they then know if my advice is really helpful or not. Because I understand that bad comments stick out. So if the new people the people who want to learn Russian read a bad or negative comment, that they don't feel uncertain now and think, oh, now this advice is not valuable anymore for me. This is what I want to achieve with this reaction. And yeah, the most important thing is that I don't want that my advice gets discredited because of a definition problem or because of wrong expectations. And this is what I'm going to talk about now in the next part. And it is my Russian speech in this video. So there are positive and negative comments. The interesting thing is that there are even positive comments on the same topic that other people criticize. So I think we can agree that my Russian is not super bad, otherwise there wouldn't be any positive comments. But I would say, let's watch this little speech again from the old video that is responsible for the whole discussion.
Вот, сейчас я говорю немного по-русски. Ну, о чем? Ты знаешь, эта ситуация, если другой человек говорит, скажи что-то на этом языке, и потом ты не знаешь о чем, ты должен говорить. Но сейчас это не важно, потому что цель этого монолога это просто показывать. Я могу говорить по-русски. Ну, я думаю, мы можем продолжать с видео.
Now let me just give you a few comments about this video, about this little speech. Actually, it was not the purpose even to talk about it, to discuss about it, because the main message and what I wanted to do, it was to give people valuable advice. So the rest of the video is actually the relevant part. But okay, let's talk about this little speech. I mean, we also need to pay attention to the circumstances. First of all, I recorded the video even later than 6 months after I have started to learn Russian. I want to say this. But now, regarding the circumstances, I just decided spontaneously in the middle of a video to speak Russian. Before that, I spoke English and then I switched to Russian. I didn't know what to talk about, so there was no topic. And of course, if you don't know what you should talk about and in front of a camera, this does not get easier. So even if it is in my native language and then I just need to come up with anything or come up with something, that's not easy. And then do it in Russian. And before that, I spoke in English. So the switch, it was not that easy. And of course, I don't want to say that it was a great speech. But regarding the circumstances, I think it was okay. And also when we look at the comments that I showed you before, I think we can say that it was not bad. And the purpose, as I said also in the video, it is just to show you that I can speak Russian. It has never been the purpose or my purpose to prove you that this is fluency based on this little speech. I've never planned this. And also then my experiences, I guess, they also prove that I could speak Russian, because otherwise I don't know how I would have done this, how I would have communicated with the people in Siberia, because it was not in English. So how would I have talked with them if I wouldn't have been able to speak Russian? I think I could speak Russian at this time. That's actually the bottom line, and this is what I wanted to show with this little speech in the old video. Let's move on to the last part, and it's the term fluency. Actually, it is not relevant for you if you watch the video to get advice on how to learn Russian, because it does not matter what I call it. But if you think that I made great progress, above average, I achieved great results, then the advice is helpful anyway. It doesn't matter if I call it fluency or anything else, but the advice itself is helpful if you think that my progress, my results are good or great, are of course better than average results. If you don't think so, then of course, then I agree, then my advice is not valuable at all. And now let's talk about the definition. I think this will also then help many people who wrote rather, let's say, negative comments or criticized my video. I agree with you. If you now tell me that fluency means speaking, talking a language like a native speaker, I agree, then I am not fluent. 100% not fluent, if this is the definition. So yes, if that's a definition, okay. The second point of this fluency discussion. Yes, maybe, or for sure, it is a little bit of marketing. Because I wanted that many people watch the video, because as I said at the end, I think my results have been great. And I want to help people and to share my experiences, to share my advice. And so I thought, how can I achieve that many people watch this video? And so I decided, let's call it Fluent, because then people maybe click on it and then get the valuable advice. And sorry, but it worked. So, okay, I'm honest now. There's kind of a marketing idea behind it. But at the end, it does not change the main message, and it doesn't change the valuable advice that I want to provide you. So, if you are comfortable, or if you would prefer, we can call it I had smooth conversations in Russian after 6 months of learning Russian. And now I also want to give you the most important thing. I did not learn Russian 8 hours a day for 6 months. I learned during this time more or less 1 to 2 hours a day. And I think for 1 to 2 hours a day over 6 months, my results are really good. And it means what I did, it was good and it was right. I did the right things. And exactly this is what I wanted to achieve with the video. That then people click on the video, maybe because of the term fluent, but then get valuable advice from a person who achieved above average results. So that's it. That's my conclusion. So we can agree if you think it is not fluent when you define fluent as speaking like a native speaker. Yes, I agree, it is not fluent. We can call it how I had smooth conversations in Russian after 6 months. Okay, it's fine. But then I think this video is still very helpful for many people who want to achieve the same and speak Russian with Russian native speakers in a very short time.